Tickets are available now for my November shows coming up. November 8th, I'll be in San Diego at the Pechanga Arena. November 9th, I'm in Phoenix at the Footprint Center. November 27th, I'm in Hollywood, Florida at the Seminole Hard Rock. And November 29th, I'm in Tallahassee, Florida at the Donald Will Tucker Civic Center. Get tickets at tomsegura.com/tour.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House, and we are thrilled to welcome back one of our all-time favorite guests, the absolute favorite doctor that has ever guided any of us here. He is currently serving as the Chief Patient Officer at the Wellness Company, and you can check out his show, Ask Dr. Drew, by subscribing at Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Drew Pinsky. Let him hear it, everybody.
So happy to be here. So good to see you guys.
It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you bringing me here. Everything about my relationship with Your Mom's House has always been a dream. It's a gift and a dream, and it's all wasn't supposed to happen. In fact, I'm having a weird flashback.
I know.
No, not to here, but to Reseda. First time I met you guys, I'm like, what? What's going on? What? Yeah, Tom's like, what about this guy? Is he normal? I'm like, what? I'm like,
what is this? Yeah.
No. You never said what is this.
No.
You're like much more coy about it.
I think you were like, what is this? Yeah.
Oh.
We definitely showed you some fucking cool guys.
Well, there's one right there. That was one of the first experiences I had on Your Mom's house.
And you actually went to New York.
Oh, yes, I did. I went to New York and sat in his house.
Yes.
And I will never forget the smell.
Yeah. I actually went to New York.
But you didn't go to his house.
No, I didn't. Yeah. But here's the thing. The scent comes
with him. Yeah, it's in his clothing and stuff.
It's extraordinary.
It's extraordinary, right?
Well,
it's not putrid.
No.
It's a unique
very
RPC
unique.
smell. Yeah.
It's an odor, and he was kind enough to, I think he gave you some jewelry to give me.
Yes,
and
that's right.
it was
I forgot
even
about
in
that.
the jewelry,
Yeah.
in the beaded necklaces.
Well, it's still in the soul of the young man you had carry the camera into the thing.
Yeah.
That kid had PTSD. Paul, was that his name?
Yeah.
Paul was shook up by the whole experience. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to send him in for a little work because he was.
He gave me some. So when I saw RPC last year, he gave me hats that he made and some dolls that he made.
And here's the great thing: we all three of us actually have deep affection for the guy.
Love him. I love
Yeah.
RPC.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want him to know.
Of course.
Yeah. And we're also saying, by the way, you just have. Like some people have a unique musk. It's a
signature scent.
Signature scent.
You have a signature scent.
So many celebrities have to put that in a perfume. They have their own signature scent.
I'll say
RPC
this,
comes
just
with it.
so that it's clear, RPC, because I know you're seeing this. It is sexy.
Yeah,
It
of
is.
course.
It's like a Chanel.
Yeah.
Very memorable.
RPC number 4.
There's a deal, man.
So,
Wait, can I want to ask Dr. Drew the question before we go forward.
The question.
Well, because we were talking about how is it that meth heads can be fat?
Oh, I heard you
What's
guys
up there,
talking.
Chomo?
Because sometimes you see how is that possible?
They're often drinking. And there are often, you see the fat ones earlier, though, what's his name? Our buddy.
What do you mean
that
you see
died,
the fat ones earlier?
They usually
Got you
laid
my
in
camera through the fence.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a little heavy.
yeah, he got heavy.
Yeah. And you can, look, not everyone has severe appetite suppression from it. The appetite changes for sure, but not necessarily suppression. I mean, look, same thing with sex, right? Like there's a whole thing in the gay community about using meth and having lots of sex, while many people are just completely shut down sexually by meth. So it kind of goes all over the place. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody.
It's not going to be. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So for some people, it's not going to fire them up to have lots of sex.
Most people, it shuts them down, in fact.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just, they're just interested in meth. And the crazy thing about meth.
They're just interested in meth.
Yeah, that's their thing. They're not interested in
and fighting
the
uniformed
pants that show the
officers.
pussy lips, as you guys were discussing in great detail.
The Lululemon.
I actually was.
You've seen it.
Of course, I've seen it, but the comedy for me is Christina's like, so how does the male brain work? And we're like, we don't need to see pussy. We don't need to see that.
Well, Aaron
But see,
and
you get
I,
what I was saying.
Yes,
though, right?
100%.
To see an ass
But the
and
fact
you're
that she didn't know that and she thought that pussy lips would be something desirable.
Because, listen.
it's neutral.
can I tell you why? I'm having a really hard time understanding.
Everything
people
about the
work.
male brain.
Well, yes, because, okay, let's look in light of recent things, these rappers now with P. Diddy, we find out what a monster he is. And I'm just like, what is the spectrum of male sexual deviancy, behavior? Like, I don't know. You guys
pretty-
are
How
weird.
long have you been doing your mom's house?
14
Too
years.
You were
long.
asking that question.
But like,
Remember that one you guys did with Rogan?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it goes past that.
Why is
Well-
it?
Do you remember that one?
Can I
Well,
ask you
which
this?
one?
This is
'Cause
interesting
he's been
because
on-
we talked about this one time, and I actually forget what you said, which is why I would ask you again
yeah.
about why does this deviancy basically only rear its head in males?
Not these days. It goes all over the place.
It does?
Yeah. So the testosterone drives it more. Testosterone drives everything sexual, right?
Yeah.
And now we all have all these women on testosterone, and so they're getting some of this stuff too.
But how about the deviancy? Because we all have T in our system.
So the deviancy. So here's I was thinking about this morning, preparing for the study show.
great.
Is that sexual addiction progresses like all addictions. And the sex addict always needs more and more wilder, crazier, wackier, more effed up. And they end up doing things that are illegal, just like drug addicts. They end up doing things that are illegal.
And they start with weed and then or whatever, and then they kind of progress.
Then they progress, and same with sex addicts. They start with their girlfriend, and then they kind of go online. And now with porn, it's like having a crack pipe in their hand all the time with the phone.
Right.
And so it really accelerates things fast. And they start looking at stuff that is problematic.
Right.
And the FBI shows up at their door, And
And
then
there's also though a direct correlation sometimes, not all the time, in this deviancy with men with extreme power. So there's like a power dynamic to this.
Yeah. I mean, people. Okay, so people, some men, not all men, go into positions of power in order to get sex, to get access to a greater variety and quality of women. Right. That's why men do that. That's their thing. But this is what I was thinking about. And you're going to hate this, or maybe it'll make you think.
Sure.
Is that it's our fault. What's happening to P. Diddy is our fault because we elevated 14-year-old to 17-year-old sociopath during the 70s and 80s to status of gods. Oh, you're such great musicians. You're so wonderful. I hear Howard Stern just adulation towards them all the time. I think, no, these guys they happen to be good musicians, good songwriters. They were sociopaths that couldn't get laid, who found a way, and then when they did, acted out on everybody.
You're talking about rock stars? Like
Yes.
this point? Okay.
Yes. And that went into all the different musical genres. And within that, some of those people had sex addiction and started really going and drug addiction and went down bad paths.
Doesn't it make you
I mean,
wonder?
I just say Led Zeppelin should be arrested for what they did to women.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we know? We don't even know how far down that rabbit hole.
You know what? Sharon Osbourne is referred to it a number of times, and I feel like Sharon, time to speak up about this because the world has to go. This is not okay. You were good musicians, and so was Benny Goodman. He didn't do this stuff.
But what's
You know what I
interesting
mean?
too is that this is, I don't think unique to the music business, but pervasive, and it has that history of like, oh, you want to be a musician? Well, first you
But
got to suck
those-
my dick, and then you got to suck his dick.
Well, then that's the record business. That was the
business.
I think that's all gone.
But what
though.
those bands like Zeppelin or whatever did back in the day is horrific stuff, right?
Horrific, yeah.
And now I was starting to watch the Vince McMahon documentary. I mean, he was shitting on a girl's head, right? And like he was like, let it sit there and let the turds sit on you. And then he was sending her in to see the other guy and blow him while her shit's on her head.
Oh my God!
And you wonder why I wonder if guys get turned on by seeing pussy
that's what
lips
I'm
and leggings because it's like how far does it?
It's indiscreet. It's
hands are cold.
hard to get your head around. I understand.
Yeah, I'm like,
but
what?
I am generally mystified. This is my weakness. This is my anti-superpower. I am really mystified the people that need power over other people. I don't get that. I don't
either.
get it. I understand why they need it.
What I see there, though, is
don't
like
like it
somebody
either.
who already is very powerful. He's very powerful. Harvey Weinstein was very powerful. Diddy's very, like, they have a lot of power. They can make careers, make and break careers.
Yep.
And then this like behaviors accompanying this already established power that this person has.
Yes.
And it's almost like the two are driving it together.
Possibly, but I would argue, well, yes, for sure. And I would argue that the kind of person that seeks that kind of power is also the kind of person that has this continued need for more. Yeah, and
All right.
it's so odd to me. It's just so.
We're going to play an opening clip because we started with you here. So we're going to start an opening clip for you, okay? Here we go. Here's
All
the
right.
welcome to the show. Let's get it going.
No. Oh, boy.
Ay. I don't know if I can look at this.
Well, I'm looking.
His teeth are
Well, the good news is,
they're moving.
so there's a few possibilities. What's the matter, Christina? This is to Mom's house.
I think
Okay, well, first of all, he is a smoker, right? We got all the tobacco all over everything.
Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah, all the dark. The really odd thing. Oh, okay.
There's a lot
Are you
of
sure
blood.
he's not dipping, or is that blood?
I think it's
That's
blood.
all. No, I think that's all tobacco. And so it could be dip.
All right, hold
It's
on.
tobacco.
I got to play this clip real quick.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Oh, and I got some information on this guy when this. Hold on.
Cool.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Yeah.
Like I said, full flashback.
Yeah.
All right, I remember what this feels like.
Feels good.
Oh boy,
I think you're. I don't think it's blood.
I think it's tobacco.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. So his only teeth are the upper teeth, I think.
And the dentures are just on the bottom,
I think that's denture, but there is another option.
which is.
He could have a non-healed jaw fracture, and that could actually be his teeth that he's able to push forward because his jaw is not just dislocated, like fractured from his joint.
So this, what it says here in my notes is that these are dirty dentures.
Yeah, well, they are indeed.
And he doesn't want to get them replaced because new dentures are very expensive. Which
And I will tell you the one thing that
Right,
gives
rightly so.
the one denture sort of tell that he did
Yeah.
is he swallowed, put them in him, he
Yeah.
bit them down, and
Yeah.
they went into place.
Yeah.
That's not the jaw fracture thing.
I'm sorry.
so
I'm
much.
still stuck on what is the brown substance
That's
in the
all the-
corners.
pull it up, Zola.
And
Pull it up.
well, he
don't
said he's
think
got a
it's-
cool Instagram. So let's see.
Oh, what is going on?
You know what
here?
you find with? Can I stop? Can you stop real quick? A lot of cool guys that we're working with these days.
The new cool
Wi-Fi.
guys.
The new cool guys, they like to repeat post a lot. They
Oh,
do
yeah, I
the
see that.
same uploads
I see that.
often. That's cool. He posted the Wi-Fi address.
So we see that he likes.
Oh, he likes women for
Yes,
sure.
That's good. All right.
So see the repeat posting?
So that was his.
Two there, two here.
Definitely has a type.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, this is screens. This is pretty fun to watch.
These are like screenshots of his page.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh my!
Oh,
Look
wow.
at that. It's
Oh,
kaleidoscopic.
that's quite a caption.
Yes.
It says, if Gregory Jones and Lindsay Lohan approach me, they will be doing time in Monroe County Jail in New York from the Syracuse group of AA of Syracuse, New York, and they will be waiting for transfers for the jail to Nevada Federal and State Prison. They are currently stalking my TikTok reels. They're going to receive prison time.
Because you guys are stalking his real, so
Yeah.
he's going to come after you next.
Wow. So he's basically putting it out there. Don't stop stalking my TikTok page.
What's with the? He's an AA member. He's a 12-step
I
member.
don't know. Is he
supposed to
talking
be
in any of
anonymous.
These are just stills.
Oh.
Wow. The IP.
Oh, the weather.
weather.
Let's see
thank
what.
you.
important.
Where's it? What are
was
those
that?
normal people do?
My sister Paula Menz did back calls in 72 hours. She's going to prison. A lot sooner, crying over her ass. With the perception reaches 12%, we don't give in to terrorists. Kamala Harris will make a fine president to block her. Call by using the Patriot Act. Gives out her cell number. Go
I like
fuck
that
yourself.
I like that he's got a political bent.
Yeah.
He's got a point of
And
view.
And he's also watching the precipitation and what's going to happen with the wind.
And he's in Syracuse, I guess,
Yeah.
right? As
Oh,
we know
very
that.
cold. Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Newt Gingrich? Yeah, that's Newt Gingrich.
What the hell?
3 times.
Yeah. Paris Hilton get out of jail free card. We don't give it to terrorist Kamala Harris.
That was a week ago.
Is he a terrorist that we're saying?
Lots of weather stuff.
Well, I like that he takes a picture of the Wi-Fi.
I like that right there.
But,
That's awesome.
But it's interesting. Oh,
Just the bird.
he's cleaned his mouth off.
Yeah.
He's going to arrest Paris Hilton.
But I like, there's something odd going on here because he's always reclining.
Oh,
well, that's standard cool guy pose. You didn't know that? The
What do
lighting's
you-
good though.
Do you think this is
they always lay
drugs?
down.
I
No.
can't not. No, yeah, not necessarily.
This
no,
is mental illness, isn't it?
This is a little chronic.
I feel. Yeah, I feel.
But I have a feeling that he
That
may
right
be.
one there, he might talk in. It looks like a guy about to talk.
But yeah, go ahead.
I need a Super Bowl.
Told you.
Brandon Bean, I need a Super Bowl. What about a Super Bowl, Brandon Bean, the GM? You need to switch to fish tomorrow. Thursday Night Football.
Okay.
I'll be watching it after on.
There's some speech issues there.
Does he have a tracheostomy thing here? Is that what I'm seeing there? Is there something? It's hard to say at this distance. And he usually doesn't allow his neck into the pictures. It makes me think that maybe there's something going on there.
I think that's just the collar of his jersey.
That's what I can't tell. It might just be the collar. But I wonder if he has some mobility issues, like for real, like a C4 or 5 fracture
well,
or something.
we wonder if all these cool guys have mobility issues.
Well, if they get
'Cause a
some of
lot
them get
are-
big, and that makes some issues. They get big, you know.
Yeah.
Well, good times.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Thanks, Tom. That was
This is
very
something that I was
uplifting.
going to show to Christina, but now that you're here, I can show it
Thank you.
God, it's horrible.
to the two of you.
What's horrible?
I killed my mom and she made blue sparks to it. How many times did you hit her with the sledgehammer? I said, it's wrong. 12 times. Where did you hit her at? On her body. On the attic area. What was many times? To make sure she was dead. Kind of like, yeah, basically. Did you change clothes? Blood, though. Oh,
Does he like taters?
He kind of talks like that.
Is that him?
yes, sir.
Maybe that's where he got the character from.
Those are the same shoes you were wearing?
Yes, sir.
Those are the same pants you were wearing?
Yes, sir.
That's the same shirt you were wearing?
No, sir.
Where's the shirt you were wearing?
I threw it on the line.
Why'd you get rid of that shirt?
It had pieces of my mother's brain stuck
Okay,
to it.
Tom.
You guys have graduated to a new level.
I don't like. This is Tom. This is not we.
Wait, there's a joke in here.
I don't. No, this isn't. This is not a ha-ha. Is this a new segment that we're doing?
I just thought it was a interesting clip, a different type of guy, and also it's like, show Dr. Drew some of the
The
people
evolution of your mom's house.
They say first impressions are important. What about lasting impressions? That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew helps boost your confidence in the bedroom so you can stay hard and perform at your very best. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. You don't know what hard is until you've chewed on a pill and reached down below and given it a squeeze. Blue Chew wants you to have the confidence to perform at your best. So discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code YMH at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code YMH to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Now, here's the thing, because as a mother, I go,
Aren't you
God.
embarrassed?
Oh no, I'm never.
Didn't you want to impress me today?
No, you know us well. I'm never embarrassed in
Okay,
front
well,
of you.
fair enough. But things haven't changed that much.
No, I mean, there are signs that your kid is messed up, right? Like, one of our boys won't do this to me. Is what I worry about.
No.
No, what do you mean? There's no signs, or we would know that guy's been messed up since he was.
Yeah, I
2.
mean, there is such a thing as head injury that can turn
Yes.
people into these sociopaths and things, psychopaths. But this is something long-standing, and this actually pisses me off because guys like Adam Lanza and all these chronically ill kids who don't get proper care, the parents are in denial about it, and
Parents in denial is something you start
Yes,
to
that's a big
discover in the world once you have kids. Because you start seeing behaviors and seeing things, and you get to have conversations. You go like, oh, you're not. I got it.
scariest things parents say is not my kid. That's the scariest thing a parent can say.
Yeah.
But for their own good and for everybody else's. Because you're like, hey, I think your kid's smoking weed. Not my kid.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, all right.
Well, what you realize is that the parenting world is just
Bert's
like
dad says that all the time about him.
what? Not my kid.
Yeah.
Really?
I've heard it.
Checked out about drinking and habits.
Not my kid.
Yeah.
It's just Bert. It's just Bert being Bert.
Yeah, Bert's Bert, man.
God, people are scary.
Now this guy, you
Yeah,
could
this
tell-
is psychopathy,
Yeah.
for real,
Yeah,
for
Tom
real.
But the
for real.
signs were probably pretty
Oh
apparent,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah. I mean, you could tell he
This
must,
kid couldn't do well in a classroom.
No,
Yeah, what the fuck has he been doing his whole life?
Right, that's the big question. Like,
Just
what has gone
goofing
and
around.
there is such a world. There is a world
Being a
where parents
goofball.
have been trying. I don't want to condemn parents because
Yeah.
sometimes they are really working hard at it and it just doesn't. But oftentimes, and there's another layer to this too. You can't get these people chronically institutionalized if they need it, because custodial care sort of doesn't exist anymore.
Are you sure? Not even in the South? Not even in the state of Texas? I bet you we can do that. We can
Probably.
do anything here.
I'm used to California where you just can't get
Can't
people
do anything
care.
in
You can't do
California.
anything, and people you kill themselves, kill other people.
Oh, yeah,
It's
no.
just terrible.
Not here, baby. I'm sure we can do whatever we want. I put that kid so far away. If this were my son, and I'm like,
Who is he? Who have they helped by not doing that?
yeah, I know.
Right?
I
Is this
put him-
kid
I
happier now?
Throw
Is
him
it-
away. Put him in a facility.
Well, forget throw him away. Just
let
put him
him
somewhere
be-
structured.
Yes, that's what I mean.
worked one of the units where I worked was a chronic long-term facility with not this but some stuff, and these were very happy people, lived their whole life in the facility, and that was that.
Yeah, you
And
have to.
they needed daily care, daily management, daily supervision.
They can't be in society without it.
No.
And if they went out, they needed like a little help, and it can only be for so long. And it's real. It's people. There are humans that need custodial care. It's always been that way.
Yes.
Now, the custodial care in days of yore were horrific. I get that. We do a lot better now, but some people need it.
Yeah.
What about rehab? I mean, that's your big background. What's that?
My big background is.
I mean, that's what we came to love to know you
Yes,
is from
yes.
the rehab show.
Yes,
and now,
yes.
what's that like now in California?
You can't get people care.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but the good news, there's good news, bad news, because when they shut down the in-person meetings, I thought, oh shit, this is gonna be a disaster. It wasn't. The Zoom meetings took off immediately, and Zoom meetings work. It turns out. I thought they would not be nearly as effective as in-person meetings. Some people needed the in-person meetings, and about 6 months, 12 months into COVID in California, we were still on lockdown. It started causing some problems, but the Zoom meetings have continued, and it's really lowered the threshold for people coming to 12-step. So a lot, and Al-Anon too, and the Anon meetings. So the meetings are being much more readily accessed and utilized, and they're working, and people are doing it. So I'm very, very pleased about that. But getting people into treatment, it's impossible. Yeah. It's better. It may be a little better because people are sort of acknowledging how pathetic we've been, and so things like Medi-Cal and Medicare are starting to think about covering it, but it's still pretty.
That's crazy. It's not
pretty
covered.
limited.
I didn't realize.
Oh,
that.
you never heard of the institutions? What's it called? The IMD exclusion. Institutions of Mental Disorder exclusion.
Oh.
Medicare, President Johnson, thank you very much, excluded anything to do with the brain, other than strokes and neurological conditions.
Why?
Because those are bad people. Those are crazy people. We don't worry about them.
Wow.
And some of it was legitimate. The Constitution does not specify that the federal government should be involved in the delivery of mental health services, so they left it to the states. That's why the state mental hospitals developed. And
Right.
some of them were shitty, and some of them were really good, but they shut them all down.
So, and California is in a particularly
Egregious, and there was no plan made for what to do with these patients. They all went to the streets, the nursing
Yeah.
homes, and the prisons.
Deinstitutional.
None of those places did they belong. So,
Ay,
and there's a lot of things. Medication was supposed to solve.
where does this guy
everything.
belong?
Oh.
Oh boy!
Like a guy who will give your lower lips lots of lovin'. I'm your man.
I believe him.
Now, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy, and I'm sure a cool gal will be all up for it, right?
Notice his posture.
He's
Laid
sort of prone,
back.
but not as prone as back as the other guy. Not prone, but reclining.
Recline.
The other guy looked like he was immobilized. This guy just looks like he's comfortable.
Now, have you kept up? Do you know who
So
we had
close.
here in studio very recently?
There's no way.
I heard there were some cool guys visiting.
There
some new
was-
cool guys.
There was a very, very fancy fabulous, fantastic chef that came in here.
Yes, I heard.
And
Deanna told me, and Heather. They were the first thing they told me was about the visit by the chef.
Those two loved him the most.
Oh, okay. That explains why they were still talking about it.
They were very
traumatized.
Still excited or traumatized?
I want to know, do you think anything, like, what's your take on?
Okay, I got to wash my chicken. I got vinegar. This how you wash your chicken. This how they do it cooking school. You get to wash your chicken. I can wash it with a toothbrush. Wash your chicken. Nice. Look, take a toothbrush. Wash your chicken. Hold on, wash your chicken, right? Gotta wash it. Beautiful.
Now his vision, we noticed, was
I noticed that.
poor.
Yeah. Does that bear out when he comes in person?
Yeah.
The eyes are kind of whatever, nystagmus and drifting and that kind of stuff. He looks a little head injury. Is there something going on there?
What? Wow, we
That's
didn't
what we were
even
trying to figure out.
Yeah.
consider head injury.
Did you think that, Zolo? Is that what
I
you
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, after meeting him. Yeah.
Yeah, it has that quality. And I can't even necessarily tell
That
you
maybe
why.
he was.
The perseveration, repeating echolalia, that's called. And I thought, that's sort of a neurological thing more than anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
About 12 people this evening.
And he wears glasses a lot.
well, that's the vision
That's-
thing.
yeah.
Okay, where you located?
I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, I'm all booked up. All right?
Okay, but you can't make it out tonight?
I can't.
So there's interesting stuff going on with the tongue, right? That could be meds, or it could be neurological. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the big, thick tongue, kind of tardive dyskinesia-esque. Okay. Is there more? Oh.
If you want me in your restaurant, if you want me on your food truck, if you want me on your podcast, all you gotta do is dial it, baby, dial it. Dial it, baby, dial it. Dial it, baby, dial it. What you say, chef? Dial it, baby. Watch it, pay attention. It's time for the chef to turn the steak over. Look. Nice. Beautiful. That nice crust.
He does repeat a lot.
I don't sort of love him. I really love him.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting thing now again with the eyes with super thick lenses going on there. You see that? So I wonder if there's some congenital eye problem. I don't know. It's weird. And then that
I will say I noticed in
Beautiful
his.
tonight by me, the remarkable fancy chef. Everything I do is fancy. Look,
he,
look.
by the way, would have a
Ice
successful
cream cone.
food truck in Austin.
Probably.
He would
yeah.
kill. You guys to set him up
Yes.
on a food truck?
Well, we got to try his food.
You all right? You okay? No.
Hold on, don't.
Did you have a
push-
steak?
No.
Well, that looks
He
kind
told us he was going to make us a steak, and then he made us this pasta with shrimp. But hold on, the eyes. I saw the
Shouldn't want to talk about
it
it.
was just we talked about it already. We're still reminiscing.
You mean
He
shitting?
had the twinkles in his eyes from LASIK.
Twinkles in his
Do you know what I'm
eyes.
saying? Like the crystal-looking eyes.
Well, maybe he's got lens implants.
I
don't
don't know,
think
but
so.
I've seen that like
No,
in
his-
LASIK people. They
his-
have those.
His
Looks
eye,
like crystals
Dude,
in
his
his
eye, he was like,
Yeah, right. That's the kind of blindness look. Yeah.
Okay, Tom.
But you talking about
That's how
like
he-
Josh Potter kind of
worse.
worse.
No. But I mean the whiteness over the cornea kind of thing.
No,
No.
I'm saying like the shininess inside. When
That's
you see
usually
people that have
something
LASIK.
Go to his
planted in
Instagram
there.
page. I don't know. Because and if you go to the day,
Because I've had all that shit. You can't see shininess in my eyes.
No.
No, that's true. Not the crystal.
if you go to the day he came here, and he's back at the
I
hotel
love this
later.
guy.
Scroll down. I'll tell you when.
Oh God, put him in a food truck. It'd be
Hold
the.
I
It'd
know.
be such a hit.
If he can make one thing really well,
Doesn't matter. He just
Yeah.
has to stand at the window.
No, scroll to when he's like in the restaurant. It might have been the night before,
You guys took him to dinner.
and the camera's really close, and you can see his eyes.
He appreciates food.
He definitely appreciates food.
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
based in Miami.
Go back
which is-
up a little. There.
Austin, Texas.
Can you make that bigger?
Book me, you need me, 570-603-3868.
It's that one.
So I see the eye movement
I'm
problem.
at the hotel, Austin, Texas. Tom Segura, I'll be cooking for him tomorrow.
He knew your
They
name.
want me to try this. They want me to see how it is. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell
What
the truth.
is it?
Well, if you see it up close, you see his eyes real clearly.
Yeah, I saw
Oh, you did.
I saw the he was not.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of things can cause that, congenital cataracts and a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That comment with the kid.
What's he eating?
Yep.
I think it's a dessert.
It's a dessert. It's like a.
Like
it looks really good.
It's interesting. He's looking because he is looking in the right direction, but his eyes are deviated wrong, which it means the fovea, the macula didn't.
He walked
develop
into
all the
a
way.
lot of shit here.
And also, Drew, he had 3 different phones that were just constantly beeping, buzzing. Like one was Instagram notifications, and then one was like then he would get phone calls. Like it was multiple.
Good for him.
Now, what's that about? Like the 3 different.
I listen.
that
That's
seems
just
a little.
that's just grandiosity.
That's just okay. I didn't know if that
plain
was
old influencer grandiosity. Look, there you can see
okay.
the eyes. Really very, very well.
Beautiful and nice. Look how beautiful, look how nice, look how tantalizing. Let's look. I want you to book me. I want you to book me now. You've never seen this before. Never been done. I got
What is
lamb
it?
chop.
Oh,
I
lamb
got
chop,
strawberry. I got
strawberries,
honey. I got honey ranch. I got beautiful stuff in there. Nice. Got gold. How nice. I cooked that lamb to perfection. When I tell you that's beautiful, delicioso. That's so delicioso.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he could convince me to eat his stuff.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's very convincing.
Ranch and strawberry and the lamb.
I just there it
you go.
is. Yeah. Yeah. But that right eye seems to be making a little contact there, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
We're going straight to hell for
No,
this
I'm just
debate.
For this?
No.
This one.
Just this one? This is what's going to send you guys to hell?
Let me be clear here.
Yeah.
I'm asking you because it's things that I noticed, and it's interesting to hear you comment on.
Yeah.
The backside of this is to let you know. It's the best meal I've ever had in my entire
Also,
life.
you'll notice
Yeah,
the
of
scar
course.
on the top of his head.
Nailed it.
Yeah. And that
Now it's coming together.
and there seems to be like a dent there even.
Yep.
Am I seeing that? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why Zola was showing us this, so he could gloat about the brain injury
There
piece
we
of this.
go.
Right?
Now it
I
all
really
makes
think
sense.
that's it. I mean, there's a level of delusion there. That
It's not delusion. It's just a distortion of reality. He just doesn't. We've seen this.
Yeah.
All these guys, all the cool guys do this
Yeah.
in one way or another. They misinterpret. They misrepresent. They are confused by the social context of what they're doing, which is really a complicated thing for a human being. Our social interaction is probably one of the most complicated. If you're not a theoretical physicist or something, being social and interacting with other humans is one of the most complicated things we do. In fact, I've spoken to several Alzheimer's experts that say the number one sort of buttress against progression is keep them socializing, because that really you're using.
Because if
all
you
of your-
isolate, it kind of.
you're just using all of your brain when you socialize, and helps.
Yeah.
So
Do you like socializing?
True.
Yeah,
seem
I don't mean like going out and having a party. I mean,
No, I mean-
I love people. Yeah, I love people.
No, he's a
Interacting,
people
yeah.
person.
Then why'd you ask that?
Just curious.
Is there no joke behind it?
Drew's very popular. He's always
No, but
got
I love people
things
too
going on.
much. Like I'm a
Yeah.
codependent, right?
Okay.
So I experience myself through other people. That's how I get my satisfaction. I get my sense of self, and it's too much.
Too much.
Oh yeah.
Does that play a role in your workaholism?
Yes, it all comes from having been. I got traumatized as a child too. Did I used to talk about this?
we love this.
on my show. Did I talk about
so.
my trauma? Yeah. So I had an emotionally abusive mom, and I became all about I had to be tuned. You know this role
Do
thing.
I?
You have to.
Who are you telling
You have to
me
be tuned into the other person so much. You have to be ready at any moment for them to. And so you just make you're disconnected from your emotions. You're just out there focused on theirs, and it's not a great way to develop. And it's a superpower for later in life. So when I had lots and lots of therapy to help to manage that now, and so it's not a problem for me much. And but it makes you tremendously empathic. It's superpower for taking care of patients, provided that you can maintain really good boundaries.
You're a helper, and Drew would tell me when he was listening to patients, you could feel.
I'd feel things, hear things,
Yes.
see things, smell things that I never like. I had one patient. I was telling you this story I like telling because it's so vivid for me. The opening sequence of Mad Men kept popping in my head when he'd walk in. I was like, what the fuck is that? I'd hear the music. I'd see the guy, falling. First it was the music. Then it was feeling like I was that shadowy thing falling through the thing. And And this guy had been severely abused. And then one day he came in and I was, oh, there's the music. Oh, I'm falling through the buildings again. And then all of a sudden I was a baby falling through the buildings. I was like, it just took my breath away. And I had to stop the work I was doing with the guy. And I said, look, I'm having an experience. I think I need to tell you, I'm wondering if this has meaning to you. And he became furious and left the room. And how, you think you know everything. You're your bullshit psychobabble. Comes back the next day and goes, how did you know? He goes, oh, in my head, it's always the baby falling, the baby. And I was like, I'm just here. I'm just.
Wow.
Yeah, good times.
Attuned.
Yeah. Attunement. That's attunement.
Well, yeah, and you work with people at their absolute lowest and you help them.
Well, right. And so my job, other than managing all the medical stuff, which was tremendous. I got very good at that. But the other thing I tried to do is to teach them that I could be close, receptive, present, and they could be in that frame and be safe. Because most of them had never been close to another person before. That's why they were all abused. That's why they start using to regulate. And you build your emotional regulation system in closeness with another person. That's how that happens.
Yeah, I learned that as a parent. Well, having to parent children, you realize like something as small as even like if your kid's upset and they lay next to you in the bed and you just lay next to them and you breathe together.
That's attunement.
And then
that is body's attuning. That's what that is.
Regulation.
Yep.
And all that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, Tom.
No, that's all good.
Didn't know we were going down this rabbit hole.
What about you,
I kind of like it. No, I think about the fact that I think she pointed this out to me, that my my natural instinct is to be more of a loner, more isolated.
Yeah, and men, that's typically the way it is.
Yeah,
we sort of go in the cave and lick our wounds and come back out when we're ready.
Yeah, I used
Not
to
unusual.
think that we were both dogs, and the older I get, I think I'm a dog and he's a cat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more open to intimacy. I want to be close. Hi, what are you doing? Let's go.
Yeah,
And then he's more like,
But that's just a kind of a broad, right? They're kinda like
just
that.
a usual broad.
Yeah. And then a guy's like,
But the
whatever.
broads are usually like cats. They're the ones that are usually kind of like,
Right.
you come at them too quick.
Who
they
are
just
you today?
They hide
Yeah.
on top of the refrigerator.
do I do that?
I mean, you're not,
I'm not a real normal.
you're not normal.
You're not
That's too
normal, bitch.
damaged.
No.
Yeah. I'm right too fucked up to be
nothing about
normal
you is
woman,
normal.
sweetie.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're not.
No.
You're not a golden retriever, if that's what you're thinking.
I don't think I'm a golden retriever,
No.
but I'm like a Brussels. I'm a Brussels.
Oh, that's a
Griffon.
little high strung.
I don't know.
What happened today? What are we doing here? What is going on?
I don't know.
Didn't this used to be a funny show?
Oh, sorry.
We went to
Is this a
went to
bummer?
the Sling Blade, and then this
I
guy
thought
with the
that-
head
to be
injury.
fair, I
Tom's
thought that
been
was-
doing this lately.
I kind of
Going dark.
He's been watching a lot more murdery and serial and
Really?
killery
That's
things
just
lately.
things progress, Tom. That's what I tell you.
I know.
They just get
Yeah.
worse. Thank God it's not sexual stuff. But if the FBI shows up, Christina,
Fuck, I don't know.
Well, what's a fun guy I can show him? I can show him a cool guy.
well, of course.
He hasn't been here in a while.
Oh my God, I know.
Let me see. I'm just looking at people. Oh, this guy.
You want to talk shit, you fucking losers? What's up? I'm here on the beach. What the fuck is up?
Oh, Jesus.
We're expecting that, huh?
That's a little methy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just that kind of extreme aggression and stuff. I was listening to a lecture. There was a guy named Dave Smith that was a famous. He ran the Haight-Ashbury Free Clinic back in the 70s. He was a famous sort of early addiction medicine guy, and he worked with a guy named Wesson. Smith and Wesson jokes went on for quite a while. But Dave Smith said to me, he goes, we coined the phrase, Smith and Dr. Wesson and I coined the phrase, speed kills. Do you remember that from the 60s?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he said, we never meant to mean that speed would kill you. It's people on speed kill.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what that meant.
Yeah. That's what he said.
Didn't realize
Speed
that.
kills.
Yeah. Although speed will also eventually kill you, as we found
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll just.
Why am I forgetting his name? Our speed friend that's
Oh,
the
Fed Smoker.
Fed Smoker. There
Yeah.
we go. Fed Smoker. It's
How
been
could
gone
you?
long enough. I can't remember Fed Smoker's name.
Our beloved
Where is he?
Fed
Jeez.
Smoker. Poor buddy.
I know, but that was inevitable. And they die of
Yes.
all kinds of things. I heard Tom, you told me you told some story where a guy in meth died of a heart attack or whatever. They die of all kinds of stuff.
They do.
They just get strokes, they get arrhythmias, they get
Because it's killing your body.
Yeah, it's just it's bad. And by the way, the thing that people miss about meth, I was going to mention earlier, is if you smoke meth, you only have to do.
I want to so bad.
I know you do. I'll watch you. I'll
Really?
monitor you.
I'll tell you why.
Oh, this I'm coming back to Austin. I guess to monitor dogs.
I'll tell you what
Welcome
I'm
back.
excited to try.
Just don't let Bert do it.
Because I tried some Vyvanse.
Oh, you like that?
Loved it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a pill, yeah?
Yeah. It's adjacent. It's meth adjacent.
Oh, shut up.
Could
Could you not? Please?
Could you stop talking?
You guys were talking about how the German army stayed awake for 2 weeks at a time until they died. You know, that was
What's your opinion on it?
on amphetamines.
No, Vyvanse, amphetamine.
I think we do this strange thing in this country where we both undertreat and overtreat simultaneously.
Yeah.
So people that need the Vyvanse are getting it, and people that don't need it are getting it.
Yeah.
I am properly diagnosed, properly used for appropriate periods of time. I'm a fan. Being widely prescribed, I'm not a fan. People are on it too long. They're too readily on it.
What would you be on it for?
ADD, primarily.
Oh,
ADHD.
to help rein it in?
Yeah.
I want to ask you about this
hold
drug.
Hold on. Before we ask about that drug, I got to finish
What?
my meth story. What was I saying? Oh, that you only have to smoke it once a day.
Smoke it.
If you're smoking it,
Oh, meth.
it lasts for a long period of time, and you'll be on the streets in about 3 weeks. It takes you down fast.
Really?
And people go out in the streets. This is one of the why mythologies get going. Like they'll go out in the street and they're like, here's a teacher, and she's on the, and 3 weeks ago she was teaching, and like, did you lose your rent or you couldn't pay your rent? Like, yeah, I had trouble paying rent. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah. They forgot to mention the meth part.
Yeah.
And how fast, because they're bewildered by it too. Why am I on the street? How did I get here?
Yeah, why does that happen?
It just, some of it is the scene. They want to be in they just be out all night in the scene, the arousal of all of it. And some of it is it just makes you unable to take care of your basic daily needs, and they just go to the street.
Because it's so sweet.
It's so cool, and
Yeah.
and you want to keep doing it, and that's all you want to do, and that's where people are doing it.
Because I think I'm mostly a laid back guy. You know, I'm a low energy.
Sorta.
So the idea of being, gacked up
Yeah, I get that.
on meth, I feel like it's appealing. You know, I don't want a downer. I want a fucking upper.
Yeah,
want
I
a
get that.
stimulant.
I get that. I think I'm similar.
Yeah, right. We should do it together.
Well, we both like the nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want some?
Is it in a pouch? What is it?
It's a pouch.
Try it. You want to try it?
Sure.
It's a Rogue.
Here, Rogue's band.
Are they mint? Are they?
This one is spearmint.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Of course.
How come you use this brand?
I'll join you.
I have to take them out pretty quickly because I quickly get dizzy, headache, and nausea.
Well, one time
my
I
favorite brand.
chewed Nicorette, and I
I've
was
been hitting them up.
freaking
Guys,
out. Don't
I told
chew
you.
it.
I know. It's just put a bunch of.
Yeah, it's not gum.
I told them, hey, I like you, Rogue. Send me stuff. I love you. Thank you.
I'd like to ask you.
I just want to say nicotine has got vilified because of tobacco. Nicotine is not tobacco. It has its own profile. If it's used by itself, it's good.
Let me ask you this.
Appetite suppression.
Are you an uncle?
Yes.
But are you a Funko?
No.
What they say, hold on. Move your head, I'm trying to pronounce it. They say, fuck. Hold on. I'm trying to sound it out.
But you're not sounding it right.
Fuck.
No. Say uncle.
No, they don't say uncle. They say fuck.
It rhymes with uncle. Funko.
Fuckle.
No, Funko.
Funko. Yeah.
No, Funko.
No, fuck it. Don't say it. Now you got me saying it because I'm getting pissed off. You're saying the fucking wrong, saying the fucking word wrong. It don't say nothing about no fuck or nothing. It's saying Uncle Funko.
Funko.
Now, bitch, if you can't get it, if you can't say it, don't say it. Don't say that shit. Because you're pissing me off.
Again, I like cool guys.
Say it,
I like them all.
I love this guy.
Yeah, I'd go to his house too, just like RPC.
Well, I got an update. Here.
Uh-oh. Well, hang on.
The look on his face.
But also, remember how we used
Murder.
to have to set the background of the scene to figure everything out? Look at what the hell.
Dude, I'm trying now.
What is that?
It's an air
It don't
cooler.
say nothing about no fuck or nothing.
But why is it covered with
taped over.
plastic?
Oh, dude, this is all a mystery.
But I will tell you, not so much, because when people board up and plastic up vents and things, that's a meth thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Cool.
a really typical.
Well, check out this update. So I had to put this together because in this video I'm about to show you, there's a profile camera set up that I believe the nephew who we're seeing film this set up, and he's pulling another prank on his uncle here.
It's Funcle.
But it's
Funcle.
Uncle Funcle. Yeah.
Uncle
it's,
Funcle.
It's pretty. It's pretty dark what he does to his uncle.
Oh no.
The United States has been subjected to a nuclear attack.
Oh.
The North American Aerospace Defense Command has detected the launch of 12 nuclear missiles aimed towards the mainland United States. 4 of the 12 missiles launched have been intercepted. The 8 remaining nuclear missiles will strike the following locations in the next 15 to 20 minutes: Los Angeles, San Diego, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, New York City, Philadelphia, and Seattle.
Philadelphia.
Within a 300-mile radius of these areas, everyone should seek out a fallout shelter as soon as possible. Nuclear fallout is a byproduct of nuclear attacks and prolonged
He
exposure
produced
to
this whole thing for his uncle?
Awesome.
Yeah.
If a nearby area has been designated as a fallout shelter, get there right away. Otherwise,
His hand's a little
seek refuge on
swollen.
the lowest
The,
floor of a sturdy building's
Funkle's
interior.
hand? See that?
Make sure you have enough food, drink, and a battery-operated radio. Wait until
You gotta go to the police station or something?
before leaving.
You can't go to no fucking police station.
Not use your telephone. The lines should be kept open in case of an emergency.
Well, maybe that's not the same guy. Is that the same
No,
guy?
that's the same guy.
I can't tell.
It's the same guy for sure.
Tune into a station that is serving your area for more information. The president will address the nation on all radio and television stations shortly. Stand by for this message. This is a national emergency.
We gotta go to war now. Oh my God. I know
Oh,
it. I know
countdown till the nuclear hits.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Man, this is not no time to be trying to.
No.
Oh, it stops there?
Yeah, I don't know why it stops there.
Probably because the uncle really goes south.
I think it. Yeah, yeah.
He's
That's terrible. That's a really good prank.
I like that the kid
Well,
goes,
I
"Thanks,
mean-
Joe Biden."
Yeah.
to be fair, I mean, War of the Worlds did the same thing to the entire country.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
So he's not.
but he
right.
got his uncle all worked up. There's not more to this. There's no. You don't want to see the fallout of this.
The full video is like
The
14
fallout.
minutes.
Oh,
Oh, and does Uncle survive
it's
this?
gotta.
or does
It's
he,
gotta get
does
worse.
he? Does he reveal his prank? Because that's the part I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's me too.
One sec.
We
Yeah,
get the
that's-
prank. You don't have to keep going.
Well,
on the
in the
prank.
meantime, I want to ask Dr. Drew.
That little kid is Orson Welles. Yeah.
Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
Gabapentin.
Oh my God, there's
I've
more.
been prescribed gabapentin for pain, for everything, for anxiety, and I'm like, I know it's gonna fucking happen. In 5 years, they're gonna come out and be like, "Oh, gabapentin, you took that? Yeah, you have holes in your brain."
No,
or you're
I
gonna
don't
be,
think. Well, how much?
Up to 300 milligrams, let's say, a pop.
And often?
I mean, if I'm in pain, they were telling me to take it.
Do you have
2 or
100
3
milligram
times.
tablets or 300
I do.
milligram?
I have
so
300.
100 isn't. You have 300 tablets or 100 tablets?
I have both, but I don't take
Try the
them.
hundreds. They're nothing. They're very
It's a
mild.
nothing burger.
It's a nothing burger. It actually hits the same system as the Valium, but does it by a different mechanism that it doesn't get the addictive
Can you hook me up with
properties.
some Vyvanse?
I could, but I actually not in the state of Texas. Only in
That's cool. I'll go
California.
to California.
So I'll see you there.
Yeah.
We'll have to create a medical
Come on,
record,
man.
and I. You don't know how often this happens to me, and I'm saying, I've revealed to your son, your son,
My son
your
is more
husband that
like
he's
it.
that I'm a codependent, and he is going for
Oh, I
it.
know. Now he's
full
taking
on.
advantage. He's
Yes,
trying
yes.
to take advantage of your temperament.
Work out a little deal. It's not a big fight.
It's not a big problem. Let me just drive one of your cars. That's we're in.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll set it up whatever you want. Oh, is this it?
Oh, is this the end?
What happens?
No, Joe, you didn't vote for Joe Biden. We wouldn't be doing that. I told you not to vote for him.
Need to take shelter. They tell you what the fuck to do.
Hide under the bed then. Go with Joe Biden, hide
You
under the bed then.
hide no fucking bed. You got to go. You know
To the police station. Ain't nowhere to go but the police station. Where we gonna go?
Do you know it's a seat shelter? That means
The police station.
fuck the police station. The
right
police
about
station
that.
can't do a motherfucking thing.
Command has detected the launch of 12 nuclear missiles aimed towards the mainland
That's
United
terrifying.
States.
It's
4 of the 12 missiles
weirdly
launched
chilling,
have
you know.
been
Yeah.
intercepted. The 8 remaining
So they about to come to America. Russia here. They here.
So we got to get the fuck out of here. We got to find. See, I listen what they saying.
Okay, get under the bed. Hurry up. Hurry
Oh.
up.
Seat shelter.
Under the bed. They blowing missiles and everything. The bed protect you.
Oh, what the fuck bag is your motherfucking
It's
thing?
too hiding under the bed. That's what they taught us in school. Get under the thing to do this. Hurry up.
God, he reminds me of the character in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I know. It's so fun. Like JB Smooth.
Yeah, JB's character
Yeah.
is just like this guy.
All right, come on. Come on.
Go in the fucking basement. Shit.
Oh my
the
God.
detonation when it is giving off.
Oh, here he comes.
It takes
Fucking
time
playing
for
too
both
motherfucking much. Enough is enough. Somebody keep playing with this bullshit. playing all the motherfucking time. Time for them shit. Shit. Fuck them. Come out. Start breaking up. Motherfuckers start going crazy. On some bullshit. That's what I'm saying. It's a time to play. It's a time not to be playing. This kind of shit you don't play. Never know when the fuck this shit might go off. These motherfuckers crazy as fuck any goddamn well.
I have a pitch.
Unbelievable.
Curb Your Enthusiasm reality with this guy.
that
You
guy.
as Larry David, he as JV Smooth's
That is
character.
unbelievable.
There it is.
That's such a good prank.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I love
I wish
that.
I'd thought of it.
Again, I love cool guys, and I love this guy.
Horrible or hilarious?
Hilarious.
I'm going to show you this.
Oh. Oh, geez.
Shit! He broke all
He's
the
not okay at
limbs.
all.
Everything.
Yeah, he's not great.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know you look at
Well,
the
it says he's
follow.
alive.
Okay.
Let's see it
Is there a
again.
neck injury in there?
I don't know. He's definitely some broken bones.
Definitely.
Dude, he's like a
But it's
ragdoll.
young people can withstand a lot. It's not a lot different than some of the jackass stuff guys do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is not horrible. When you guys show me horrible stuff, it's usually truly horrible.
Yeah.
So we'll say hilarious. Oh, horrible. Oh, that's horrible. That's run over by a truck. You think it's hilarious?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Drew, you got a
I
little
know.
thing sticking
What the
out.
fuck is
Someone
going
help
on
him.
there?
Or he's gonna
Broke.
look like
Broke?
a dork.
Fucking broke.
Oh, all right.
Tom, we need to build a fallout shelter.
Okay. Fallout shelter.
I
coming
have
up.
thought about that.
You have?
Mm-hmm. They have these capsules. You just lower them into the ground. And
You know what
Not a
I keep
bad
thinking
idea.
about? Because
Why
I
not?
never had any of these thoughts about how we're on our own until really like the pandemic made you go like, oh, you're on your own.
Yeah,
Yes.
And then other technological things happening.
Yeah.
Like remember when the software program rebooted, so all the airlines couldn't fly.
Yes.
And then
so you don't realize how close to the edge we are.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then
It
weeks
makes you become a
ago,
survivalist. All of a sudden, you think they were idiots. Now, like, oh, these guys have a point.
Yeah, it's got a point.
Yeah, and I become like Rogan too. The Earth is flat. I'm open to everything now.
You're open to everything.
everything. COVID was such a eye-opening experience for me, and so
It really
shattering.
was. Yes.
I'm like, okay, well, now anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yes.
And then like whatever, a month ago, AT&T is just like, they're like, it's not working today. And then earlier today or whatever, Verizon, just same thing, like SOS doesn't work.
Yeah.
What do you mean doesn't work? They're like, just it's offline. So you go like all these things, like you said, you're on the edge of
you
this
don't
can
realize how close we are to being back to nature again.
And that's the
then
thing,
where would you get your food? And then when the supply lines get cut or screwed up, we're gonna have a strike soon or had a strike. And
then my friend Sean pointed this out to me when we were in a car together, and it was right after the software, I forget, what was that? Crowdsource.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Right, I remember that, yeah.
That went down. He was like, yeah, if we were all, because it's in the future, all in electric cars, there is the possibility that like you didn't know that somebody could just go and just shut them down.
Absolutely.
1,000%. Just like when
they were already planning that.
When Amazon, they were like, oh yeah, the Alexa, they got like somebody's conversation was like uploaded to them and then broadcast, and they're like, wait, that can happen? Like, oh yeah, we can do that. Sorry.
Hey man, what scares my stupid brain now, I've seen so many things that have been so shocking, I start wondering, well, maybe the bad guys that want to shut down the cars are the one pushing the cars also to make sure we all get them. It's like,
of course. Get the car.
Well, you know that like the government, when Facebook came out, they were thrilled. Now they can see and know everything you're doing because you're voluntarily posting it.
Did you see Kerry the other day talking about misinformation, about how we have to have laws? And
who?
And the New York Times, Kerry, is that his name? Former Senator Kerry.
John Kerry?
John Kerry, yeah.
No, what did he say?
Oh, he said it's time that we just really did away with the First Amendment essentially and really go after misinformation because we can't have this.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and again, I have no problem with the government involving themselves in educating people, but they decide what's misinformation and then cancel everything else.
Cool.
That is
sounds like
that
Russia.
Sounds like Russia. Sounds like the Spanish Inquisition. That's what they did.
Yeah.
They kept going. When Galileo came around, they said, well, it could be true. We don't know, but it's too disruptive. So goodbye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut him up.
Now, watch her. She's.
Oh shit! I love fat people on vines.
Bang. Hilarious.
That That's always good.
Uh-oh.
That's not a
That
good
didn't sound
scream.
hilarious.
Well, because it's not okay.
Uh-oh.
This person, yeah.
Femur
bro.
fracture?
Not sure. It doesn't have the
Pelvis.
actual report, but
Pelvis.
this is a thing that a lot of people don't realize about rope swings is the down force.
Yes.
You need the upper body
Yes.
strength to be able to hold yourself up.
Yes.
And this lady certainly appears to not have it.
Yeah, I saw a cool guy trying to recreate a pendulum. It was on Instagram, and they had this scientist with a bowling ball and a girl, and it's on a pendulum. They take the bowling ball and they release it, and it swings back and it comes right back to where it was, like within inches of her nose. And so the cool guy does, I'm going to do that. He takes a bowling ball and does that with it, and he comes back and pushes his head through the wall.
Because he didn't release it.
He didn't. He pushed it, so it went out further.
Yeah,
and it came back further. Yeah, good times.
That is.
God damn.
Oh, you know what's bad about again the cries let you know that it's not okay.
Well, what did he do wrong? Because let me see. I just want to look at his form. I mean, it looked like he was doing it correct. Oh, he didn't. Oh,
He lost it, though.
He just went.
Yeah, he lost his.
And there's rocks. He landed on rocks.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go back, well, I mean, the ramps can hurt you, man. People get. Think how many times skateboarders get their concussion. Yeah, exactly.
Poor guy. I mean, yeah, it's just terrible.
I see Brett Favre lately, by the way. Speaking of head injuries.
Yeah, and he has early onset
Parkinson's. But you look at him talking, it's like, oh, that's Joe Biden. It's exact same
cognitive.
syndrome. I don't know about the cognitive, if he's right as far along cognitively, but the face and the speech and
Wasn't
all
that totally crazy though? That we were living. I think about
anything's possible
in this, but in historical terms.
Yes,
'cause, you know, we all have our age, and you hear about things from another era.
Yeah.
We're living in a time where the president was so clearly.
Impaired.
Impaired.
Had a neurological look. This is what I keep telling people when we teach medical students what is Parkinson's disease or Parkinsonism, which are two different things. We show a video of somebody with that, exactly what he has, and go, look, the mask-like faces, the slowed speech, the difficulty producing speech with word finding, the slowed gait, the festinating gait, everything.
Everything's there.
The slow, the frozenness. His hands are always out here. Parkinsonism. I don't see anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, everybody was.
Or worse, how dare you? You know, he's not your patient. How dare you? No, I don't know what's causing it. I just know that's what that is. Just like if you showed me a rash, I could describe the rash.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I think society in the world has always been nutty, and we're just noticing
Well,
now.
that's an interesting thing,
But look
right?
at Kennedy was shot. We've had a president assassinated.
Do you know that he got strung out on meth?
Kennedy?
He liked drugs.
You don't know that?
And he had that horrible back pain that he dealt with.
Horrible
right?
back
He wore a
pain, which
brace.
is chronic opiate withdrawal from his opiate addiction. And the Addison's disease, also bullshit, because the chronic opiate suppresses the adrenal gland. So all our chronic opiate users look like they have hypotestosterone and hypoadrenalism. That's what they get. Back then, the asshole that was injecting him just goes, oh, you also have Addison's. Let's give you steroids also.
Wow.
And they found, because he was strung out on opioids and fatigued, they gave him methamphetamine. They gave him amphetamine.
Sweet. And we're
he-
full circle again. How good
And
meth
he got
is.
psychotic. And you don't know this story?
No, of course. They didn't teach me
They
this
did
in 11th grade.
We actually did it in Drunk History. You know, Drunk History?
Yeah, of
Remember?
course.
Yes.
Derek Waters did this historical. He had all the historical documents documenting exactly what had happened. He had a whole floor of a hotel he was held up in for some reason. The doctor was coming up there, and this asshole. My peers never cease to disappoint me. And he got psychotic, threw off all his clothes, and did cartwheels down the hall. Felt screaming about how great he feels. This doctor's a genius. He hasn't felt so good his whole life. And a enlightened physician came in, a psychiatrist, a woman, came in and said, you can never see this man again. We have to get you landed here. This is not good. Imagine if that had been during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Holy shit.
Just launch him. Yeah.
Dude, and he and his brother tag teamed Marilyn Monroe in Malibu. Did you know this?
I did know that.
Yeah. Isn't that's what's up? You're like the only other person that fucking knows
it's
this.
well documented.
Yes.
And there's a tape of it.
Thank you.
There's a tape?
Yes.
There's an audio tape. There's a bunch of audio tapes with him with Marilyn, right?
But he and his bro were tag
Find those audio
teaming
tapes.
her.
She was a sex addict, trauma survivor.
She's very traumatized. Poor borderline.
And the
Of
little
course.
girl
Poor
voice
girl.
of a developmental
No,
arrest and all this stuff.
She's the victim.
And
there.
that again, we started our bullshit then, that we glorified that, glamorized that. That was a sick person.
I know.
And
They
a
didn't
sad
know that
person.
back then.
And a drug addict and a sex addict.
But also, they used her in Hollywood. She had to sleep her way to get into the movies because that's what they did back then.
Ugh.
The casting couch, which they still do now.
They do?
Well, not in the
I thought
comedy
that-
world. But yeah, I'm sure you fuck. Look at Harvey. He was banging every starlet.
But I thought now we've sort of moved. We've
Hilarious.
finally gotten past that.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't
about
think.
that.
I feel like I learned something new
naive.
about how awful people are.
Drew, would you like to see some of Christina's talks? She's got some videos to show you herself.
Are you
try
ready?
to find that audio if you can.
TikToks.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Gato the Baddie, aka Baddie with the Masky, and this weekend I went to the Frida Cinema in Santa Ana for a COVID safer movie event.
Santa Ana.
This event was high filtration mask and testing required. Everyone, including staff, was required to mask up. They were super friendly, super proud of all the folks who made this happen. They also had additional free masks and goodie bags for us to take home since masks were required to be on the whole time. The theater itself was really nice and clean. There were at least 4 air purifiers, and the organizers also disinfected all the seats before we went inside. There was also 2 separate mask break rooms with air purifiers in case folks needed it. The movie was really intense, but 10 out of 10, this free event was so much fun, and I really enjoyed the movie.
So,
okay,
not long ago, we would call that
Mental illness?
Yeah,
Yeah,
OCD.
it is mental
Don't you think? Because
illness.
this looks like it's about a year old. Looks
Okay.
like.
It's still 2023.
I just
but I'm
worry what we
saying-
did to these people. It's like we did this to them.
But I'm seeing people now
still mask outside.
Not only are they masking outside, masking everywhere, and washing
Yeah.
it, but they're kind of making it their identity. Like,
Oh
look
yeah,
at me.
This it's a talisman.
But
Ah!
is this like PTSD for some of these people?
No. It's in it. I haven't really constructed what it is in my head because it's so offensive to me and so troubling. And I feel bad, like, oh, we did this to these people. Why am I so angry about this? Look, if they want to wear a mask, they have to fucking go do it. What drives me crazy is I don't like irrationality. I don't like it.
Yeah.
If you want to wear a mask, get a properly fitting N95 and don't ever take it off, ever, except when you go back home.
Yeah.
Anything else, and it's all bullshit.
It's all performance.
It's a performance. So it's a performance. Now you're talking about grandiosity, and you're telegraphing, and this is your identity that you're projecting onto the world. It's no different than so many other. I mean, you as a goth person, should
Yeah,
understand
you're
this.
sending messages.
Yeah.
But I was a teenager.
Right,
so
exactly. Well, she's not kind of youngish, but it's so
it's
odd.
an identity.
But it's just so odd, and they were congratulated for it by a certain population.
I've seen it the most every time I go to New York. New York still has a good bit of, like, you walk in a store.
That is probably PTSD though, because those
Yeah.
guys, we did traumatize New Yorkers. I mean, for instance, the bodies piling up and the
But-
do you know why there were those cooler vans for the bodies in New York City
so
hospitals?
sad.
Do you know why?
No.
Because they closed down the mortuaries, so they couldn't move the bodies out as they normally did. So they had to just sit them there at the hospital, and they accumulated. Hospitals always have morgues. They always have dead bodies, and they move along every day. If you shut down the ability to do that,
you got to pile them up somewhere.
Wait, can I tell you what's extra
especially
gay?
during a pandemic, which is harming people.
Of course. What's super gay, and this is why I don't like this culture of ultra maskers. If you look at the barcode at the bottom, and you can scan that barcode to check for triggers in the film.
Wow.
Which is so fucking stupid.
Okay, here's
get fucked with your triggers.
Well,
and
not only get
entertainment.
fucked, we are harming people.
Of course.
It's been now shown without the slightest doubt that exposure is how you improve resiliency and psychiatric
Thank you.
symptoms.
Thank you.
It's called exposure therapy. Just about
Thank you.
anxiety, OCD, it all responds to exposure. If you isolate, you make people ill. It's the opposite of resilience. It's the opposite of autonomy. Does Tom need some exposure to something?
No, because can I tell you what I started doing? Because I have the phobia of vomiting, correct? I've been through therapy, hypnotherapy. You know what I started doing whenever
Watching
I
videos.
And I love it. And
do you
now
know-
I feel better because I go, oh, that's not so bad.
Do you need
Get
somebody
on.
with you to do
No,
it? Or you can do it on
I'm
your
not
own?
a fucking pussy. Come on, I don't need people with me.
Wow.
I don't need this.
And did you have to take it sort of small doses to begin with? Did you? sort
No,
of
see,
dose-
this actually, okay, I don't like it, but I can hear it.
Yeah, you used to be absolutely.
I don't like that, but I'm imagining, I have
Yeah.
to see it. If I see it, it actually is better than the sound for me. Like a video of a man, has to be a man puking. like a younger man.
Yeah.
Then
And
you're
I'm
okay.
like,
Younger man.
like a youthful, not like an elderly sick person.
Then you're good with the vomit.
Yes.
Yeah,
If it's a healthy, hearty person, like a drunk puke,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh. Like I was watching people puke on, fucking whatever the shit is that they give these hippies and
Yeah.
the yurts and they fucking puke.
Ayahuasca.
And they have, and I was like, all right, that's cool.
Oh,
Anyway,
we have
I'm
an
doing
update
it.
on Monroe. The Kennedy Monroe tapes were allegedly turned over to LAPD, then destroyed, although many witnesses attest to them having
Of
existed.
course.
I don't
The
know,
Kennedys killed her, or they let her die.
She was
or
drug
whatever.
addict, died.
Yeah.
It just,
But they know he was with the Kennedy fucked her the night she died.
Yeah, but all that was what fucked her up to take more
take
drugs.
the pills.
Yeah,
Ugh.
so
Yeah.
She
She
had
was
just a
gorgeous.
classic drug.
I know.
And by the way, I don't know why I've gone down this rabbit hole a bit, but I watched an interview with the pathologist that did her autopsy, and he said on the table, he was like, "Oh my God, what happened to this woman? She looks so deteriorated. And she said, this is not the woman that was on the films." And things.
Really?
Yeah.
Deteriorated.
You just drugs and alcohol and just fat
yes.
and just
Yeah, she
a
was
mess.
fatty. She was 140 when she died. What a pig.
She's huge.
No, but I mean, she just was not what she is.
No, she was stunning.
deteriorated, and it's
Yeah.
alcohol really primarily does that. So.
I don't know. Alcohol's not really a problem.
I
Let's
know.
see this
Ask
next
Bert.
one.
He'll tell you.
Mum, what you having for a feed later?
Oh, stop it, Samantha. We don't use that language.
Bloody Butte Day, isn't it?
Oh, stop it. You're not boycott. Behave yourself.
Do you want to come get a mani-pedi later? My dogs need doing.
Oh, my gosh, Samantha. You have never spoken like that before. Just behave.
I love the big smile. I love the big grin.
See, it's always, I guess, it is. You know, like, I love nothing more than upsetting my mother. You know,
Right.
That's 'cause
I
he hates
love
her.
it.
And you know what? We all enjoy it on your behalf. We all
Yeah.
are
But
there with
it
you.
is
on
universal. People love.
I hated my mom too, so I liked to.
Yeah,
upset
see,
her.
my mom and I could never.
You could never do that to her.
Yeah.
She was that mean.
Oh.
She wouldn't even let you like fuck with her and.
No, she was brutal. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what would happen if you try to like wind your mom up?
She started yelling. Just like yell. She had unregulated hostility and
Really?
just
Fuck.
yelling.
See, now I wish
Yeah.
my mom and your mom were alive and they could hang out and we could see who was a bigger. Wait, is your mom dead?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
And I thank God.
Cool wish.
It's funny, you know, we lost our dog recently. And I was really broken up. It happened very fast. And I was talking to Kroll, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I see you're upset." He goes, "What's worse, your mom or your dog?" And I was like, "The dog,
dog.
by
yeah.
a big margin."
100%. Dude, I think about our dead dog, FIFO.
But that's the
all
one thing,
time.
one favor our mothers did us.
Yeah.
We didn't have a big grief reaction when they passed.
No, it fucked me up, but different.
Different,
Yeah.
yeah, different.
Not like, I'm so sad, I love you, mommy.
Or I miss you, or all that stuff. Because there was nothing for us in those relationships.
No,
right?
dude, I was sadder when Top Dog, when his father passed.
Yeah.
Like, I could cry even talking about him right now.
I know.
I love him so much.
You know what? And I didn't call you through all that, and I apologize.
Fucking
because
true.
I was sort of overwhelmed.
We've been thinking about that, talking
No, but
about
listen,
it.
I've been thinking about it. But I was sort of overwhelmed by it because you had hinted to me how important he was for you. And
Yeah, he was very important.
And I just sort of like, I don't know if I'd call him. So, but I heard you, and I could imagine what that meant.
No, yeah.
So yeah.
Sucks.
We don't know what it's like to lose.
And my
nice
dad,
guy.
I had a pretty decent relationship with, but he gave me lots of warning. I mean, he had oh my God, so many medical problems that I kept.
Really?
Oh, here it is. No, here it is. No. So and then when it did, I'm like, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Finally.
Not finally. You bitch.
Yeah, sorry.
Christ.
Hey everyone.
Oh, this fucking
so I
cunt.
want to talk today about the elephant in the room that women don't like talking about, but we all think about: having a bulge.
A what? A bulge.
Having a bulge doesn't magically make you a man. Having a bulge doesn't negate your womanhood. A lot of us women still have our bits and pieces.
Us women.
And that's okay. So I think we really need to start changing the language and
I like the Harvard
discourse
dormitory
around
behind
this
her. That is the
issue,
Harvard dorm.
and start
Right?
normalizing
I
it.
don't know, dude.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That's an interesting thought starter.
Have you had Nikki, Joe? Oh shit, Nikki
Glazer?
No.
You're talking about Jim Norton.
Jim Norton, Nikki Norton. In
Oh,
here.
yes.
Have you had
Yeah,
Nikki
I
in
know.
here?
No, but I've
She-
talked to
she's
Jim and know
great.
them. Yes.
She is
yes.
funny as
Lovely.
fuck and has a clear view of this thing.
Yeah.
Like really clear-headed about it.
Well, here's my deal: is that because I follow this person on the gram, I'm not sure that they're not trolling us
Oh,
because
really?
here's why. I will say every trans person I've seen online, like
She'd be able to tell you, by the way.
they
Nikki's
grow
like,
the hair out,
Yeah.
and they shave their chest at the very least.
Well,
and
the estrogen kind of
this-
gets rid of all that too.
but
The
then it's like-
this person is not on much estrogen if they're on it at all. So, but I mean, who are we to say? Destron's not required to be trans. All it is identifying as whatever.
Whatever. I don't know.
And listen,
dude.
you do you. I'm so
Samesies.
I am just all about it. I love them all.
And I do like entertaining videos, and that was an entertaining
Yes,
video.
yes.
And that's not a good dress for her
Sure.
body type. I
How
would
dare
not
you? That's
do
a
that.
hate speech.
I
Hate
could,
speech.
I could help. Can I tell you something? If I had the time, I would help these people dress better. Oh, by
Good.
the way, this person was a former contestant on The Bachelorette. Yeah, like I would help them dress for their body type and figure out how to be a
How to
woman
better dress. Yeah.
because somebody is not helping them.
Well,
this is not okay.
That's probably true. And as males, as a being male a long time, how would you develop that?
No, I know. So
sense?
they need a coach. Like you need a bridge coach,
Yeah.
someone to coach you from being a dude to being a woman, and be like, dude, this dress you look like fucking Snow White. This is too much for you. Yellow is not your color, baby. We got to shave your fucking chest. We got to get you a nice wig. That's what I would do
this
first.
dress just highlights the kind of
Masculine
muscular
features, yeah, the
Yes,
masculine features.
I would minimize the shoulders with like a blazer, maybe.
I'd love you to show me.
Oh, I would
How I
love
should
to
dress.
help you.
Yeah.
You're
You don't
hopeless.
advise him? You do.
I do for male attire, but we
Yeah.
haven't gone into
No,
this
not in the
yet.
female
Oh,
attire.
when you're doing your
When he's
act,
transitioning.
your drag act.
To be a
Yeah.
believable lady.
You would be such a challenge.
No.
You're very masculine body
I'm
shape.
pretty.
You're the worst. You're the ugliest woman in the world.
It's so rude.
that is a challenge.
That's hate speech too.
It is
Dude,
hate
you would
speech.
be so ugly.
Stop.
I'd have to like tape your eye bags, like tape up your
Why?
eyes.
Women can have eye
Get-
bags. How dare you?
No, we can't, babe. That's filler. You got to get that
Do you
shit
think I could be a
filled.
beautiful lady?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
Don't lie to him, Drew.
And let's
Why are
see-
you
look
lying?
How easy a wig would fit too.
Perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
but your head is enormous. You're
I
an
see lots of
enormous woman.
trans women with beards these days, so that
Yeah.
doesn't strike.
I don't think
I
it's
gotta
cute.
fucking scramble this brain, to figure shit out.
Could I pass as a man? Yes. I could pass as like a fae. Yeah.
Hey, keep that shirt on, you'll be fine.
How dare you? My hands are cold, shitbag.
Okay. Okay.
Who's ready to do some Disney Halloween shopping?
Check out these ears. Check out these Loungefly Halloween bands. And check out these ears. They actually have a removable bow. Oh my God! I love Score. I didn't even know this existed. Well, this is definitely coming home with me. And this is also a new hat. And I'm gonna have to try this shirt on too.
Stitch is the star of this year's Halloween merchandise.
That shirt doesn't fit.
Check out these matching Crocs.
Okay.
These are the first.
I'm good.
These are
Thanks.
Disney adults who like to spend.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I think there's something going on there that's
They concern me. You've been to Disneyland? Like you take
Yeah.
your kids?
Yeah, unfortunately,
And,
it's a nightmare. It
yeah.
sucks.
and they're also they actually seem like they're like when they do these things, you're like, oh, there's some like real delusion going
They're
on.
retarded. Do you think she's a little retarded?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
they're stuck,
Yeah.
right? And I like that they have found each other.
Oh God.
And that they could find their joy together in this. I mean, people have hobbies.
Let me put it to you this way. What is the Disney adult male? What the fuck is happening there?
I know.
What is that?
It all feels to me like trying to resurrect a lost past.
Yeah.
When there was
Yeah.
happiness and now there is not.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
So Drew,
A simpler time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it feels like you're departing. You really are departing from
reality.
adulthood.
Reality,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you see the people who go, oh, this is where I go. There's some people we found every day. They have
Every
a
day.
year-long pass, and like at
Oh,
some
no, I
point
know.
they'll go every day.
I know. But can you
No kids.
But can you kind of relate to the experience of trying to recreate the
Sure,
Yes,
absolutely.
It's just that it's like everything with the human experience. When it becomes excessive, that's when you all right.
There's
an
a lack of
obsession.
balance here. Yeah.
So there's a dating site just for Disney adults.
I say that's a good thing. I'm going to call that good
I
because
don't know.
they are not going to find anybody else. You know what I mean? It's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And I want them to find people. I want them to find love.
Find some love. Yeah.
You don't want to shake them into reality a bit.
It won't happen.
It won't happen.
No, I don't think. I do. Yeah, that is the impulse, right? That's kind of like, you shut it off, we stop it, come on, let's get a job. But they probably do have some reasonably good.
But
they're probably in public.
hold on. You think it's a good idea for two arrested adults to get together?
I think there's nobody else going to put up with that shit, right? Except another one.
Maybe
or sitting there gratify it the same way they want to be gratified.
Hold on. What if it's a super hot female Disney adult?
Does
like a hot girl?
Does not exist. Does not exist. You find it.
No, we saw the fucking website. It doesn't exist.
Does not exist. No.
It doesn't exist on the other gender. There's no like super cool.
Yeah, there's no Fabio male. No. They're too busy doing their thing.
Yeah, they're getting
in
pussy,
reality.
yeah.
Right.
This is the reason I only change my pad once a week. A lot of people change their pads every hour or whenever they go to the bathroom, and honestly, I think it's a waste of money because pads are super expensive and they should be free. But
they should be free.
This is why I only change my pad once a week, because I keep this long, thick-ass pad. It holds so much that I don't need to change it at all. I don't need to change it. It's one of those extra heavy overnight pads, and they absorb everything. Like they have good absorption. Absorption. Yeah.
Once a week, Drew.
Why did she repeat absorption?
Because she didn't say the word right. She said absorption.
Good on her.
You tell me. No.
Hygienic?
It's not hygienic.
It's got to smell.
God, it smelled from a distance. I bet there's dogs coming up to her door.
And she definitely doesn't have heavy flows. Definitely. She's a light flow.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How come?
Because she would not have clothing after a couple of days.
That's true.
She would be all stained up and be unable to get it out.
What about infection? I mean, dead blood.
She's not but she's not putting it. She's not
in her cooch.
You're right. It's just something sitting outside.
What about a yeasty? I mean, that can.
He can, but she's clearly not getting that. It doesn't affect. The vaginal ecosystem is complicated, right? Everyone's different. It's all they're all different.
Her vag is nasty.
Her vag is fine. No,
and can handle.
I mean, you wouldn't want to come. I mean, if you were out on a date and that's what you came upon,
yeah.
Well, maybe that's her goal. Maybe she doesn't want to, that's a repellent.
And there's also some guy that really likes that, too.
There's some guy out there who loves that.
I would not have believed that were it not for the education I've had here at your mom's house.
Thank you.
And I've tried to show you
But
things.
Drew, can you just do a public service announcement?
Yes, don't do that. Change regularly. I saw Toxic Shock like crazy back in the 80s.
And that's from tampons that are not taken out.
Right. Get a couple of heavy videos to show
Hold
them,
on. Hold on. Tell women how long can they leave a tampon in?
I mean, it depends on your flow and stuff. You don't want to leave it in all day if you can possibly avoid
all day
that.
Meaning 24 hours, even 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's like 4 to
8.
Yes.
And again, if you're a heavy flow, you want to change frequently and appropriately.
Just change them.
But if they get stuck up there all the time. Maybe I need to enlighten you guys about this.
Mm-hmm.
Not my puss.
So if you wonder if it's up there or not, it probably is. And do some work. You have to squat down and push hard and put your hand up there. You have to really fish around because those left behind are the ones that do the damage.
Those child left behind.
Us non-monogamous people are incredibly diverse.
What kind of people?
Hi, we're Decolonizing Love. I'm Millie, a Kenyan writer who is solo polyamorous, a relationship anarchist, non-binary, gender fluid, and pansexual. And I live in Toronto, Canada with my nested partner.
And hi, I'm Nick. I work in healthcare and I'm from Quebec. I'm an egalitarian polyamorous, straight, and cisgender.
No, you're not straight.
Visibility
You're not
for
straight.
non-monogamy, we're joining content creators from across the globe
Definitely
to
not
celebrate
straight.
and showcase our unique and varied identities.
I'm Sarah. I'm cis,
No, you're
female,
not.
straight, black
No, you're
and
not.
Jewish. Live in Berlin, but I'm from New York, and I've been non-monogamous for a decade. Let's get visible.
Hi, my name is Leanne. I'm a polyamory educator and trainee sex therapist based in Bristol, UK, but I'm originally from Hong Kong. I identify as bisexual, agender, and polyamorous.
That's cool.
What up, fam? It's your girl, Avita Levita Love.
Whoa, I like her.
I am a social worker here in New Jersey,
Yes,
in
you
the United
are.
States. I identify as Black AF,
Nice.
Queer AF, and non-monogamous
I like
AF,
her the best.
And my pronouns are she, her, alien, they.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hi,
Yeah.
I am Roy Graff from Open Relating. I'm a relationship coach and counselor from London, UK, and I'm
He gives you the most
polyamorous,
creeps, right? Yeah.
Mostly straight, cis man. Cheers.
Mostly straight.
Hi, I'm
How
Laura.
fucking long
I'm a
is
solo
this thing?
polyamorous relationship anarchist.
She's an
I'm
anarchist.
author, educator,
Jesus
and mother.
Christ.
I'm American and Brazilian.
Okay. Jesus
So,
What's a relationship anarchist?
I guess fucking up
Yeah.
relationships.
But yet they're still in relationship with each other.
And I just want to know the history,
Makes
the
no
upbringing
sense.
history. She isn't good for them. Whatever. I'm not. Look, whatever.
I do like her jacket. Looks good.
If people want to do whatever, I'm all in. I don't understand the applies to anarchist principle to relation. Okay. I just don't understand the need to declare.
Yeah.
But let's declare each of ours just so we see if we can do it.
Hold on. Relationship
You know what I mean?
anarchy.
Yeah.
And does it fit with who we're actually doing?
Right.
Right? 'Cause
Sure.
you and I are relationship anarchists. I know it in our
Anarchists, for
heart.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hold on, but
And-
relationship anarchy, it's based on the idea that relationships should be free of rules that aren't
See?
agreed upon
I told you.
by all parties
I
involved.
told you.
Free of
So
that
you
aren't,
fuck
meaning
people
they
up,
are.
it's on you.
It's on you, yeah.
See, that's Tom and I.
Sounds
I like
really
that.
We don't care about who we
complicated.
fuck, who we hurt, who we harm, how we harm them, because we're anarchists, man.
They
We're
give
into
a
it.
fuck about shit.
Don't
Neither is this
fuck
guy.
about it. They just like to fuck.
Uh-oh.
I've been single for almost 10 years. What about you?
He needs to join. He needs to join that other group.
Yeah.
The relationship anarchists and the people that don't give a fuck. Because
That's true. He should.
Yes,
Then he'll get laid.
right.
At least.
And look, if people want to do that, good.
Yeah.
Is it good to be out of relationships for that long?
Is it good to be out of relationships for that? You mean so like this guy?
Yeah.
No, not to be alone. That's alone. But the other guys are alone too in their own weird way, right?
Right. Interesting.
And so the question is it good never to be intimate? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because to be intimate, you have to have stability and trust and safety and all these things that people have to have.
Right.
If you're going to be intimate, if you feel intimacy is somehow dangerous or not a part of your life, we used to call that an intimacy disorder, and we used to call this other stuff sex addiction.
Yeah.
Until it makes you not happy.
Then you're-
It's why I approach Bert too, right? What I always tell you, like he's gonna have to find it on his own. Eventually, he will get to a point where he wants to change, but we can't make him change.
Right.
It doesn't last forever. Imagine those people. Imagine some of those people at age 75.
Yeah. Like imagine Bert at 75.
Oh, well, he won't be there.
I don't think
He
so.
won't be
Yeah.
around.
I don't think so either.
So,
Yeah.
but these people will be, and they'll be kind of alone with and they won't know necessarily how to be intimate or how to be in a relationship or what is their worth or
Or-
not, or maybe they will. I don't know, but up to them.
Or they'll find Jesus. And
Well, now, why do you say that? Because that's interesting.
because I know people that, yeah, you live it hard in your 20s, and then you wake up sometime in your 30s, and you go, that wasn't for me. This isn't a long term thing.
It feels empty.
So do you have
Yeah,
something
it's-
really cool to show him or no?
Uh-oh. We haven't seen really cool stuff yet.
Why this insistence on everybody knowing what makes you come and how you fuck? It's so weird.
It is so weird.
Why do we have to know?
Well, I mean, why?
wanna know.
Part of me goes, God, when I hear how gay men used to have to suffer and hide and get arrested and beaten, all this crazy shit, I feel like, okay, I get why the men that went through that have to say, hey, now it's my turn to tell you what I'm doing. The actual guys that, like George Takei, that experienced that stuff,
Yeah.
I want you on every mountaintop talking about who you are now and what you had to go through. But the young men that grow up now, why do we have to know everything?
I don't know. Are people beating
Part
up
of it is I think
polyamorous
people. I'll
Like-
tell you what I think when people do that.
No one cares.
They're waiting. They're anticipating a reaction.
Yeah.
But what they are really hoping for, and they don't say this, is that it will elicit some type of arousal reaction to somebody. In other words, they say, "This is what makes me come," and there's a part of the brain that goes, "Someone's going to go, oh, cool." Like
I'll help you with that?
I think that's
So
what
it's
men
a
are doing.
dating technique.
I think it is, and it's disguised.
Yeah,
People disguise
That
those things.
men will do. Yeah, men will do anything.
Yeah.
yeah. But what about the women that have to, like the one in the food cabinet there? What is she?
That's more of like, I'm an independent woman. I'm my own person.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
it's feminism.
feminist.
It's feminism.
Blah,
What's
blah,
up,
blah.
guys? Look at this. Nice, sparkly glitter polo shirt. I got it in red. Look, see?
Yeah, he went through some
You can
shit
get it in the
in the
TikTok
60s.
shop. They have actually 6
Fan.
colors
shop?
He's
and
got a
up to
fan.
3XL. You should get one and get one right now.
Right now.
I mean, it's comfy
There you go.
and sparkly.
It is.
And it's not heavy.
No, it's not.
Imagine being with white lights spinning like your own
He's
personal
got the
disco
fan. He's got
ball.
everything going. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
All
for
right.
God,
showing
imagine that
us
guy at 22.
Ah,
Yeah, cool.
very cool.
Yeah, but I think I prefer the couple in the food closet.
Really?
Yeah, Yeah.
Interesting.
Because at least they're getting laid.
Anything? Here you go. Drew.
Oh my God.
So
what
he's
is he-
doing lat work. See?
I see he's pulling in, doing pull-ins.
But look where it's.
But what's coming up? What's going in?
It's
something going
it's
in his ass.
Yeah, see, it's protruding out of his abdomen. See how?
Is that his colon? Wait a minute. Wait.
So the device is hooked up.
So he does pull.
He does the pull in. He gets the lap pull in.
What's the matter, Christina?
And then
I forgot about this clip. And now
the dildo
is going. Is it like it's like glued to
it's
the
mounted to it, and
mounted.
then it's protruding out of his abdomen. Go ahead and hit play again. Look at his
stomach. Watch his stomach.
Oh, there it is.
There
I
it
missed that part. That's a big dildo.
It's really big.
Yeah.
That can't be good for your intestines or your.
No, and see, in order to even do that, he's having to. I don't
Could
like
hurt.
that.
It could be hurting a little.
I mean, remember what was that dude that got
the horse?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr.
Hands.
Mr. Hands. That's
Rest in
you
peace.
perforate the colon, no problem.
You can, yeah.
No problem.
And you're dead.
And
You
you're
are
died.
Lickety
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back now. Isn't this the stuff I was talking about? You did when you did the live thing with Rogan.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
yeah, this was
yeah.
it. This was the actual video that made my wife's tits hurt. She said.
Yeah.
She was. I was laughing so hard at her.
Yeah.
Having a reaction to that.
Yeah.
And that is complete. I just see surgery when I see that.
Yeah, of
I just
course.
See, you need surgery.
Yikes,
You're gonna
mommy.
need surgery.
Yikes, mommy.
But good on you. Whatever you're into.
Whatever you're into.
No.
All right.
Yikes,
Good?
Mom.
Not if it-
people screaming
not if it
in
hurts
the
you.
studio.
Oh, there's people screaming in the studio out there. Oh, it's the
they've
feed is
never
going-
seen this
no,
before?
No.
No, young.
Hopefully
sweet.
anything else?
Yes.
Listen.
You can take this down. Like,
even
I
in the
don't
state
need
of
to sit-
Texas, whoever.
He's
What's-
got some warts.
Is that warts?
Yeah.
That's what that looks like. That's not good. That could even be syphilis too, by the way. Sometimes syphilis does shit like that. Yeah, no. See, the boys presented me all this stuff.
Oh, they did?
long ago.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so I've been exposed to all this. It's called sounding.
Yeah.
It's called sounding. Uh-oh. What happened?
He held a firework.
Oh, his hands blown
Yeah,
out.
blew his hand off.
Yeah.
He was probably drinking. Yeah,
He's
drunk
drinking.
as shit. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's all right.
He's cool.
He's okay.
Okay. All I can think about is how do I make sure my sons never do this
Oh,
shit?
boy.
This one you got to watch. This
I
is
don't want
interesting.
it. I don't want this anymore.
Hold on, let him do
What's
this.
he putting this on?
This
Why is he
a doctor.
injecting this?
Just to
be cool?
Yeah.
Or is he... Tom Arnold told me an interesting story about him.
He's telling you how to do this at home.
Yeah, but what's he...
Ay, ay, ay.
But why is he doing it?
Well,
do we know?
Is there more of that one? Yeah. Oh, he's got that like growth.
And he wants
happening.
to... And what he wants to...
I think he's just trying to
drain it?
Mm-hmm.
I think he caused that by putting the needle in before. Wish I spoke some Russian. Do you speak any Russian?
No, but you know the thing is,
They're hardcore.
It's getting better.
Oh, bigger needle. Bigger needle. Well, he's going to... Okay, we're done.
You
in
think
real
he's
trouble.
okay?
I think he's had an operation. Oh my good. So Tom Arnold told me he wanted to do that when he was strung out on cocaine.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe this
Yeah.
guy's on cocaine? Do they
Well,
have cocaine
no,
in
he was
Russia?
because he was so psychotic. He said he was talking to the guys across the mirror, and the mirror were telling him that he had to go take the sclera and cut it off because it was
Okay, that's fine. We don't need to talk
and
about it.
and they broke in on him right then, took him to treatment.
Really?
Thankfully, yeah, because he didn't get this far with it.
Okay.
Well, that's a cool video, and that's a good one to go out on.
Great
Dr.
seeing
Drew.
you,
Wait, we didn't
Drew.
talk about Christina's stuff.
What happened?
I don't want to talk
Oh, she hasn't been
about
through shit.
it.
I had Invisalign, and I just got them taken off.
Dude,
And
you
it
went through
was-
a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, having those scraped off your fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Worse than anything.
Worse than tits being removed.
Uh-huh.
Way
Yeah,
worse.
I'm in radiation. I don't know if you're aware.
Okay, and I
That's
wear a
Wait,
retainer.
hold on. I'm listening to Tom.
Wear a retainer every night now.
Oh, what a torture.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But when they scrape it off, they have
tired all the
suction
time and-
drills, and you can feel the pain shooting
The
up
skin is
your nerves.
red and cracked.
It's horrible.
I have radiation
Horrible.
in my body right now.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
being poisoned
But
slowly.
a lot of people
That's
who
cool.
haven't been, I feel like if you haven't been through Invisalign, you don't really have any place to fucking speak about it.
Okay.
About anything.
Not really.
Yeah. That's the worst.
So we both been through stuff.
And I have
is the
to get
point.
my boobs reconstructed in the new
Yeah,
year.
and I might have
that'd
to.
be fun.
I might have to do another Invisalign in the future.
Really?
Probably.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. He's currently the chief patient officer at the Wellness Company, and he hosts Ask Dr. Drew. Don't forget to subscribe on Rumble.
It's different than this show. It's different.
It's different.
But it's good to be back here and to be back.
We
in it
love you,
again.
Dr.
I'm
Drew.
familiar,
We love you
I'm
the
familiar with this feeling.
We love you very much.
It feels good.
Well, it feels familiar. I don't know
Yes.
about good, but I'm happy to. Oh, again, like I said, always a gift. YMH is a gift.
Thank you as always for
A lot of
coming in.
gift.
We
love
missed you.
you.
We're so glad you're
Miss
back.
you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Mommy.
I'm whispering a little bit because my woman is sleeping. These are 3-day worn panties. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection fucking achieved. This is giving me a boner. This is giving me a boner. A 19-year-old girl. Dark, hairy asshole. And dark pussy. Teenage panties. And I also paid extra for her not to wipe her pussy after pissing. Cause I'm monopolizing her vagina. Right. Shit mixed with piss. Mixed with fucking teenage pussy juice. Or the Funcle. That's right. Let's give it a whiff. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection fucking achieved. This is giving me a boner. This is giving me a boner. Oh, that is pungent. You can smell some shit with a pussy that was not wiped after pissing. Her panties have a very similar smell. Pungent and nasty. This is habit, boys. This is habit, boys. But I paid extra for the 3 days of wearing. I never tipped women. Cause I felt like I was the tip. Let's give it a whiff. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection achieved. Erection fucking achieved. This is giving me a boner. This is giving me a boner.
You just watched your mom's house. Did you like it? Then watch another one. Watch our clips. I don't know. Check it out. Try it out. If you didn't like it, look for other stuff. Maybe in the next video there's people getting hurt the way you like, or maybe gay dudes talking about dick stuff. I don't know. Try it out. Maybe there's always something for everybody. Just look in these cubes, squares, whatever.